Get that out of your mind. Alright, guys and girls. Number one fish of the day. It is hot. 90-something degrees out here. About 2:30 in the afternoon. It is blazing hot. And there is our only fish for today. Little spot. Yep, there's them teeth. Hit a tiny little drop shot worm. And I'm gonna tell you how I started, what I've been doing since I've been here today. I'm fishing the hot part of the day. I didn't get here early this morning like I probably should have, but 11:30 to 12 somewhere. It's 2:44 now, so I've been here 2 or 3 hours. Started out fishing main lake points. I thought I would find some fish out on the main lake points. So I basically worked the Carolina rig for 2.5 hours and nothing. I don't think I even got bumped. I hit a couple of rocks that might have felt like a bite. I'm almost certain that I have not had a bite on the Carolina rig lizard. Really thought I would pick something up out on one of them, and I have probably hit 6 or 7 really good points, really good summertime points. They're just not out there yet, and if they are, they're suspended or up in the water column. They weren't on the bottom. So I came back on, I started a new approach, dragged out the drop shot, and working a bank that transitions off of a point off into deep water, fishing the kind of the side of that point right now. And boom, first really for sure bite of the day, and I hooked him. So even though it wasn't a big one, it was a bass, and maybe we're on to something. Now I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna work this a little while longer before I move on, and we'll go see if we can find another bank that sets up similar. Comes off of a point, pretty good flat, out into deep water. Good access to deep water right here where I'm sitting. And who knows, maybe we'll get on us another one. Took long enough. Hang out with me. I'll let you know what I get into. Alright, friends, we have now changed lakes, changed days, even changed my hat. We're fishing the afternoon now instead of the morning. I do still have my little drop shot tied on. I have had a bite already since I've been here. Been here about 30 minutes. I'm changing spots though. Gonna go hit some new area and see if this drop shot's still getting some more bites. I know one bite, could have been a fluke. 3 or 4 bites now, I might still be on to something. May get to go back to my Carolina rig, I don't know. Different lakes often produce different results. Same baits, one bait on one lake, watercolor's different, wind's different on any given day. So I still have my Carolina rig. I still think I can find some bass off these points, and that's what we're going to look for. And I'll target some specific structure with maybe my Texas rig, and maybe some laydowns, buzz them by, with my spinner bait or something. Let's just see what we can come up with. It's going to be a fun afternoon, and let's see if we can't put one in the boat. You guys hang out with me. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. There he comes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. He does not like my little boat, but he's in it. That's freaking awesome. The drop shot will save the day when it's needed. Thought I'd catch a spot. Man. Largemouth. Man, he got that. He got that. That was freaking awesome right there. If I can. Little pliers come through. That little belly is fat and he is feeding. 10, oh, probably 13, 14 feet deep. All right, let's get her back. I'm gonna show you the exact worm. If I can find it. There we go. Exact worm. And I have thrown this for a day or two here and there. Man, he knocked off my weight. I may have to retie this. This may be too short for a weight. Little red 4-inch scoundrel. This is a cream lure company worm, and this watercolor is maybe a foot visibility. The watermelon seed worm I had tried for an hour or so, I didn't get touched on it. Put the red on there. Check that out. Ain't that pretty? I think fish like it. Anyway, I'm gonna check my line. I think I'm gonna have to retie. Ain't no way around it. It's getting too short. I want my weight a little deeper than it is, so I'm gonna have to fix it. And we're gonna see if there's another one off this point. Then we're gonna run some more points before it gets dark. I think they're about to kick on. You guys hang out. Let's get this fixed and get back in the water. Easy. Alright, my friends, look what pretty little worm is in that fish's mouth. The points are finally paying off. The drop shot is finally paying off. That fish is fat as a little butterball. And that is a lot of fun. I thought he was gonna wet me. They usually splatter water all over me. But that's 2 fish off the points with my little red worm. That's awesome. Oh, get back up there. Line's still good. We're gonna put her back in. Couple more casts, and I'm trying to move on down the bank and cover some water. And maybe these fish are pulling up. We've seen fish on the depth finder most of the day. They've been near the bottom. All our bites have been near the bottom. And We've seen a few suspended. They just acted like they didn't want to do anything. But these bites they're definite bites, and some of them I think are even grabbing this worm right as it hits the bottom, because as soon as my line gets slacked down as it hits the bottom, it's taking off again. Those are pretty fun when you don't have to work that bait back in so far when they grab it out there on that point. But we're gonna give it 2 or 3 more casts on this point, and this point produced several bites, stripped off a couple of worms, and man, I hope we can get one more. If not, we're gonna run on down to the next point. And the wind is setting me up to fish one side of these points. It's kind of laid down right now, but as soon as I get set up, it kicks me back around and faces me north. So that's okay, as long as I know where to go and how to set up. I'm getting bit, and that's a lot of fun. They still will not touch the Carolina rig. I really thought I was going to do something big with past couple of trips on my Carolina rig, and they're not touching it. The little worm, the little drop shot worm, is by far getting me bites. The Carolina rig, nothing. So maybe a little on into the summer, when the water temps get up and they move off shore and actually stack up on these points, maybe that Carolina rig will come back into play and be a lot of fun and be productive. But right now, not doing so well with it. So I'm gonna put it down for the rest of the day. I'm tired of dragging tracks through the bottom of the lake with no results except for moss and scum on my worm. So we're gonna let that rest, and we're gonna doodle this drop shot. Then on toward dark in just a little bit, we're gonna throw spinnerbait, and let's see if we can get some in the boat. Who knows? Oh, I thought I had a bite. Nope, just a rock. False alarm. There he is. Maybe. He ain't no monster. But he's in the boat. That was. Hey. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Boy, he smelled fishy. They done messed up now.